Hello, I'm Lynn and welcome to my channel So Lindy Lou. Today I'm going to be sharing my sewing plans for the rest of July. It's actually the 21st of July today as I'm recording this, so there isn't much of July left, just 10 days until we get to the end of the month. So I'm going to share with you what I'm going to be making for the rest of the month, and I will share in a subsequent video what I'm planning on making for August. So I'll start off by sharing with you what I'm wearing today and also one of my recent makes, which is hanging up behind me just there. So what I'm wearing today is the named kilo dress. There are two versions of that pattern, so there's the dress and also a jumpsuit, and there are a number of different variations you can make as well. So with the dress you can make a longer sleeve version. I've made this one as a short sleeve version, so I just cut them off a little bit shorter for the summer, and this one is in quite a lightweight jersey as well, so nice and light for summer. I have made another version which is a long sleeved long version of the dress, whereas this one, I'll just stand up and show you. This one comes to, I don't know if you can see on the video, just below my my knee, whereas the other one comes, you know, pretty much ankle length. So this is the dress that wraps around. So it doesn't have pockets because actually the side seams don't sit on the side, they sort of wrap around you. So there are no pockets in this, which is my only complaint actually, because I love the dress other than that. And I love animal print, so you'll see lots of this appearing on my vlogs. And just to show you my recent make, I finished this skirt last week. This is the chardon skirt from Deer and Doe. There's the pattern there, and I'll talk you through the different pattern variations shortly. So this one does have pockets, which is fantastic, pocket in both of the side seams. There are two different options that you can make with this skirt. There is a plain version without the belt loops, which is what I made initially, and then I decided to add the belt loops on and to add just a self coloured and self fabric belt to it. Reason being, I obviously wasn't very accurate when I tried it on part way through, and it was a little bit big around the waist when I had finished it and put it on, and I didn't want to go to the effort of unpicking the zip on the back of the skirt, and so I decided to add the belt loops and just cinch it in a little bit with the tie. So the other version of the chardon skirt is this one here, which has a wide band at the hem, so you could actually use a contrast fabric on there as well. So for example, if you were using stripes, you could have the stripes running vertically down the skirt and then a horizontal panel at the bottom, or you could choose two completely different pieces of fabric as well. So that's what I'm wearing and what I've just made as well. So my plans for what I'm going to be making next, as I said, there's only 10 days left in July, so not very long to make everything that I want to complete. So I've just set myself the challenge of making two items. The first one is the Emily dress by So Patterns, and I'll talk you through the different options of the Emily dress because there are loads of different versions. I think 36 options altogether with the pattern, because you can make both a top and a dress. I'm going to make the dress version, and I'm going to make a V-neck version, and I've chosen to make it in the bishop sleeve. The reason being, this is the fabric I'm going to be using, which is, let me just open it all the way up, it's a viscose lawn, and it's relatively lightweight. It's got a lot of lovely drape to it, so I think the bishop sleeve will work best, because I'm not sure this fabric would really hold the puff sleeve, which is one of the other versions that you can choose to make. So I'm going to go with the bishop sleeve for this. I love the fabric. It reminds me of the sea I think, so it's got the blue ripples and the greens in it as well. So really like the fabric. So I did buy it originally to make a Tilly and the Buttons Lyra, and it's just been languishing in my stash, and I think at some point I decided it wasn't the right fabric to use for that dress. Just because the Lyra is a little bit more of a formal style, because it's a shirt collar on the fastening, and I think that fabric doesn't quite work for that style, not for me anyway, in terms of how I would wear it and where I might wear it as well. So I've decided that it's going to go for more of a I suppose more of a going out dress rather than a going to work dress, which is when I tend to wear the Lyras and the shirt dress style. So I'll let you know how I get on with that style. I'm just going to read you some of the information about the Emily dress in case it's one that you are interested in making. So it says the Emily dress and top is an easy fit dress and top with multiple options to create endless styles. The bodice has a curved front waistline with the option to choose from 3 different necklines and 3 different sleeve options. You can add ruffles to the bodice and waistline, giving a total of 36 different looks from one pattern. So if you want to go even further, of course, you can change the skirt length as well, and obviously lots of different sleeve options as well that you could add yourself. So the options that you get in the pack are a round neck similar to this, a V-neck or a square neck for the bodice, and then there are 3 different sleeve options included. So there's a regular sleeve, a lined puff sleeve, which I absolutely love, but as I say, I think this fabric, being a viscose lawn, would be too lightweight to hold that puff sleeve, so I'm going for the bishop sleeve instead. I also think that that will help me in terms of going into autumn as well with a longer sleeve. I'll get a little bit more wear, I think, from that, because although we've had amazing weather in the UK recently, I'm sure that won't last. So I think I'll get more wear if I've got a longer sleeve option in that as well. The pattern also comes in 2 different cup sizes as well, and it ranges from a 77 centimetre to 132 centimetre upper bust. So again, giving you loads of different options, and you can get those printed out to suit you in the cup size option that you want to go for. So really looking forward to getting going with the Emily dress. Now there's a bit of a story as to why I'm making the Emily dress. As part of the So Fruity challenge that ran in June by Blossom Sandwich, there's the challenge to obviously make something in a fruity fabric or a fruity colour, and I chose to make a Nora blouse in cherry fabric, which I'll add a picture in to show you. And I was lucky enough to win a prize, and the prize that I won was from Hayley at Thready Set Go, and it was to win a year's membership to her site, and that includes online sewing sessions, and also there's a party, because there's a pattern that she chooses each month to make, and this month it's the Emily pattern. So I was a bit late to the party because by the time I got the membership through, we were already partway through the month, so hence I'm a little bit late and catching up with the make. But I'm really excited to be part of that group. I've already joined one online sewing session. I've got another one this Wednesday that I'm joining, and then on the 28th, which is giving me the deadline of really getting this dress sewn up this week, there is an online party where everybody will be showing off where they've got to with their Emily makes, and also some people will wear them, I'm sure, if they're completed, and she'll be interviewing the lovely Charlene from So Patterns as well. So really looking forward to getting involved in that. So that's my first make. The second one, if I've got time, I'm going to be making the Bestie bag. Now, you will have seen loads of them all over the internet, I'm sure, because it was a really popular pattern when it first came out. It's from Blackbird Fabrics, and it is one of those sort of half moon or crescent shaped bags. Again, lots of different options for making that bag, and I'm going to go for the medium size. And I'm going to choose to use up some fabric from my swatch that I've got left over from making this arch clutch bag. It's actually a silver denim, and I got that originally from Fabric Godmother. So I'll just show you the arch clutch. It's a really lovely clutch bag to make. It's from Kylie and the Machine, and I also bought the hardware kit from Kylie and the Machine. So it came with all of the little clips and a D-ring, the lovely metal zip that goes around the edge of the bag, and also the magnetic clasp to close the bag. And it also has the zip in the kit for inside the bag as well. So, and I used some lovely, I love this fabric that is lining my bag. It was left over from another project that I made. So I've got lots of wear out of this arch clutch. I love bags in metallics because they just go with everything. So I'm a bit lazy when it comes to swapping bags. It's nice and easy if you've got a silver bag or a gold bag, if that's your preference, because then you don't have to keep swapping it over every time you change an outfit. So really looking forward to making the Bestie bag. I think the silver denim will be hopefully a really good choice, and I'll get lots of wear from that. It's a nice size. I'm hoping the medium is big enough to fit in all the essentials such as, you know, phone, lipstick, glasses, sunglasses, tissues, makeup, etc. So I will give that a go, and I will let you know how I get on with it. And then the final make, which I don't think I'll get a chance to make in July, but I will make this in early August, is I wanted your thoughts on it actually. I've got this beautiful broderie anglais from Fabric Godmother in this gorgeous periwinkle. And because it's got this beautiful palm tree pattern running all the way through the fabric, I've been a little bit loath to cut into it because I don't want to spoil it. I've never sewn with broderie anglais before, so that'll be a first for me. And also because it's got that beautiful pattern going down the front, I don't want to make something that really distorts that pattern. I want to make something that really shows off the pattern to its best advantage. So I'd be really keen to get your thoughts on what you would think would be a good pattern to make. I've got 2 meters, so it's probably a top rather than a dress, or possibly a tunic. And I've also got 1 meter of this lovely cotton lawn that's dyed in exactly the same colourway as the broderie, because the holes in the broderie anglais are quite big. So if it's a top, the top part certainly will need to be lined. I'd got thoughts. Rookie error, I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode, so my mum just phoned me for a chat. So I'm just going to finish off this part of the vlog. So just going back to the lovely broderie anglais fabric, the thoughts that I'd had was maybe to make a top, probably with a v-neck, because that tends to be my preference, but obviously I'd need to make sure I'd got the positioning of the fabric right to make sure I don't distort that pattern. So any thoughts you have on an ideal pattern for this fabric, I'd be all ears and looking forward to hearing your suggestions. So please add your comments in the comment box below. I'll also be really keen to hear your feedback on the vlog. I hope you've enjoyed hearing about what I'm wearing, being the kilo dress, and seeing the make that I shared with you. Well, actually 2 makes, because I shared the chardon skirt from Deer and Doe, and I also shared the arch clutch bag from Kylie and the Machine. So I will look forward to sharing my progress with the Emily dress and how I get on this week, and possibly, if I get time, the Bestie bag, but I suspect that that might go into next week, because the main deadline for me is the Emily dress for this week. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're having a good week and you'll get plenty of time to sew, and I will look forward to catching up with you in my next vlog. If you've liked it, liked the video today, then please do give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to reading your comments. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye for now.